Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, Lucretia. God bless you. Come on in here this morning. We have a great conversation. A great talk, great focus. Good morning, Nicole. Oh, rise and shine, guys. Rise and shine. Yet another beautiful Wednesday, Karen. Listen, if you have not captured the thought that I've been saying time and time again, and that is a new day. A new day is an opportunity to begin again. Hoo-hoo. I'm getting up. I'm getting up this morning, and I'm going to make something happen. I'm going to do good today. Okay, I'm gonna do good today. I'm gonna do good today. Listen, certain things that's supposed to be coming to me. Oh man, listen, doors already opening. Come on, moments already starting to strategically set itself up. Listen, Novia Harding, there's my little sister. What's up, Novi? Love you, girl. Hey, listen, guys, it's all about effective living. That's really what it's all about. So this morning, this is a very, very serious talk. I did a webinar on yesterday, and I thought I'm going to continue this talk. And so please do me a favor and share, because I want to talk about mental health. I want to talk about mental health this morning. And so please share and tag and invite others to be a part of this morning, because I believe it's important for us to bring to light certain conversations that are just not being talked about at the level that it needs to be talked about. And so I want to talk about mental health disorder and the fact that it's real. Okay, I want to talk about it. Mental health disorder is real. Hey, what's up, Tina? There's my cousin. Love you, girl. Our birthday is coming up, Tina. Our birthday is coming up. If you have not shared this before, if you have not tagged anyone, remember now, August is my month. August is the month. I want 100 shares, 100 likes, 100 comments in the feed. Listen, it's all 100, baby. It's all 100. Listen, we're going to make it happen, okay? Because I noticed that you guys are making it happen by inviting, you're sharing, you're doing watch parties, you're tagging people. Thank you for doing that. This morning is a very, very serious talk. And if you have never done any investigation on the idea or the whole challenge around mental health disorder, please do it. Okay, please do it. I'm still learning. I'm young in this. I'm learning. I'm researching. I'm identifying. Jason Baston, you're a pastor. I want you to know, man, mental health disorder is real. I want you to know depression is real. Okay, I want you to know that depression is real, and that if mental illness is real, then it's something we need to study. Okay, it's something we need to become better aware of. And there's a study that says half of us, watch this, there's a study that I checked out this past week, says half of us in our lifetime will deal with some type of mental illness disease. Okay, half of us at some point. And so a lot of people take this subject matter very lightly, because at times they're not addressing it, and then there's these taboo elements in our communities, and I think it's unfortunate that we have mislabeled people in a bad way, and we've made a stigma to a subject matter that just simply needs clarification. There needs to be an understanding. I think the stigma that comes off of mental health disorder is centered around ignorance. Okay, so please share this, and please invite other people to listen in on this, because there are families that are being affected because of mental health disorder. I think listen guys, there are kids who are going to school that has mental health challenges, and the parents are denying those kids the opportunity to be studied, to be looked at, to be assisted, and that's so unfortunate. And then we got churches. Guys, there are churches who don't understand that. Here's the deal. We got to understand that the brain can get sick. Okay, the brain can get sick. The brain can have challenges, and oftentimes, because we're okay, we don't think that it matters for someone else. Okay, we don't think it matters for someone else. If the brain can become sick, then that makes the mental health factor being a major challenge for someone. And not because you don't have an issue means that you should avoid addressing the challenges that other people face. There are some really, really good people. Okay, there are some really, really good people who are struggling with mental health disorder, and we gotta basically bring this to the forefront. I'm talking effective living. You can live your best life understanding and learning about yourself and those that are around you. Okay? You want to learn about yourself and those that are around you. The fact that depression is real. Okay? Dealing with guilt is real. Dealing with anxiety is real. Dealing with trauma is real. Dealing with uncertainty is real. During this pandemic, during this COVID-19, there are a lot of people who are struggling. They're struggling in their heads. And they're not getting help because they've not been taught to go and get help. Okay, you're not alone. Someone is assigned to help you, and you gotta tell yourself, I'm on a mission to live my best life. Okay, I'm on a mission. I grew up in a culture where, you talking about you went to see a therapist, you got a problem. You talk about you getting counseling, you have a problem. If you said, man, you went to see a psychologist, what's going on? And so you got to get to the point where, listen, you don't worry about what people think about you. You got to be on a mission to make sure that you're good. You got to make sure that your kids are good. You got to make sure your spouse is good. You got to make sure your family is good. And you got to let them know it's okay to talk. It's okay to express themselves and say what's going on. Okay? Counseling is okay. Going to see a therapist is okay. Listen, someone is assigned to help you. And here's the deal. You can have so much to offer. But if you're denying yourself the opportunity to get what will help you best, you're not going to be able to live a maximized life. Okay? How many of you guys are sharing this? Please share this, because I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to help people to live their best lives, Jason. I'm on a mission, Sheila Walker, and I am not afraid to address the subject. Listen, I am a 44-year-old man. I remember a year ago or so, I was sitting down in my therapist's office just talking. I was talking about my childhood. I was talking about my teenage years. I wanted to learn more about me because there were certain elements and dynamics about me I had not figured out up to that point. And listen, I feel great. I feel great. But here's the deal. Not because I feel great should I be continuing to just live on like everybody else is feeling great. No, during this pandemic, during this time where nations are going into recession, there are people who are suffering from depression. There are people who are in a very dark space in their lives, and they're watch this. They are not getting the support that they need because their community does not address this subject matter. Their family is not, they stigmatize it. You're crazy, okay? You need to get on your pill. As a matter of fact, you don't need no pills. You just need prayer. No, some people need pills. Some people need an assistant. But listen, man, let me get to the nitty-gritty of this matter. If we don't get wiser in our dealings with coming up with reasonable, respectable, well-informed instructions to give to those around us, we're setting up our kids, we're setting up our family members, we're setting up friends, we're setting up sometimes those who work with us. There are people out there who there are people committing suicide every day. Okay, there are people committing suicide every day because they're in a bad state. Their mindset is in a bad place. And unfortunately, we don't have enough of us that says, you know what, let me study and become aware of what could affect my husband, what can affect my wife, what can affect my children. Mental health disorder is real. Okay, there are people who are struggling with bipolar disorder. There are people who are struggling with schizophrenic disorder, and they're afraid to talk about it. They're afraid to say, this is my challenge. No one is exempt from having a challenge. Everybody got something going on. The unfortunate thing is we live in a society where some of us make certain issues a bigger issue than others, but no one has it all together. Let me tell you, let me say it to you, let me me say it to you, some people just hide their crap a little bit more than others, okay? Some people just keep their issues to themselves a little bit better than others, okay? Some people issue doesn't reveal itself as much to the public, but the reality of it is no one. Okay, I'm Coach Ricardo Miller of Effective Living, and I'm talking about creating a life you don't need to take a vacation from. But listen, I've had to learn how to manage me. Okay, I've had to learn how to fall in love with me and like my difference and like how to identify what's good about me and what's bad about me and what could really change and what I'm going to need to build a community around me to help me in the areas of my deficiency because I don't have it all together. Well, guess what? I've discovered that no one has it all together. Okay, I've discovered that no one has it all together, and anybody who tries to make you feel bad about having a deficiency, having some challenge that is being revealed to others or to them, and they're trying to make you feel bad about it, that's not a good person, and I hope it's not a friend. I hope it's not somebody you got to stick around, because there are some people you got to distance yourself from. Okay, there are some people you got to distance yourself from, and I think the persons you need to distance yourself from are the people who are not okay with you trying to address the issues or any challenge you find yourself having to deal with. Okay, so we need to become more aware of mental health awareness centers within our communities, within our nations. If you're in the Bahamas, we got to remove the stigma of someone going to Sandilands. That's a mental health center there in the Bahamas. Here in the States, if you're a leader, you need to find out where you can go to ensure that you do a study and assist your children, help your marriage. Make sure that you're in a good place. Okay, there are times we find people doing things and we say, I didn't know. You didn't know because you didn't care. You didn't pay attention. You didn't put in the work to realize everybody's somewhat broken. Everybody has things they're going through, and you got to learn, if you're going to be a friend, if you're going to be a wife, if you're going to be a husband, if you're going to be a real good son, if you're going to be a member, if you're going to be a leader, be informed. Okay, be informed. And so lately I just decided, you know what? I want to know everything about me. So I'm going to the eye doctor. I'm going to my tonsil. I got this crazy thing going on with my breathing. This October I'm getting my tonsil removed at 44. Yeah, I'm getting my tonsil. I don't want no snoring. Okay, I don't want no snoring. Listen, man, I want to live my best life, okay? I want to get rid of the snoring. Okay, Novi? So here's the deal. I'm trying to work on me. I want a six-pack by 44. I don't know. October is coming real fast, Tina. October is coming real fast, and I wanted a six-pack by 44. I don't know. I'm struggling with the I'm going back and forth with my vegan, man. I almost want to go back to meat, y'all. I want to go back to some meat. I'm considering I might go back to chicken or fish. I don't know. But I've been loving it. But every now and again, man, it's been something else. My son lives with me now. And he's cooking, man. He ain't no vegan. He ain't no vegan, Novi. RJ ain't no vegan. RJ ain't trying to be no vegan, okay? So y'all got to pray for me, man. Something's got to happen, okay? Something's going to have to happen. Make some adjustments. I'm making some adjustments, but I want to become the best version of myself. What about you? All I want you to know is the stigma centered around mental health disorder is ignorance at its core. Okay, and we got to become extremely informed about the things that really relates to us and those that are around us. This morning, that's the message I'm pushing. Put in the work to identify what is it that I need to know in relations to mental health awareness and how it affects me. How can it affect me, and how can it be affecting my family members? And then once you identify someone who's struggling, someone who's having these issues that sometimes we don't want to talk about, don't dismiss it. Go and get them the help that they need. Most people do not know that the brain can become sick. Most people don't realize that half of us in our lifetime will deal with some type of mental illness, disease. Most people aren't accepting the fact that, listen, there are ups and downs in people's lives, and it gets to a point where it becomes an extreme. okay, it becomes an extreme and it becomes a little bit more than the normal person, which then makes it a issue or a massive challenge for that person. But be rest assured, someone is assigned to help you. Someone is assigned to help those around you. Put in the work. We're talking effective living, creating a life we don't need a vacation from, nothing missing, lacking, or broken. We're learning how to manage ourselves even in the midst of a pandemic. God bless you guys. Don't forget to share this. Tag somebody to watch this. And make sure you do the work to ensure that those around you feel as though they're not alone when they're struggling or going through these high and low moments. God bless you guys. Have a great day.